I remember like when I first moved out to LA, my bedroom was right on the street, and I'm just like chilling in my bedroom, and then suddenly I hear like this scratching on the window, and I hear Baba.
No, what?
Baba. It was my fucking roommate.
Okay, bitch.
I know! And I was like, this is awful. But the fact that a movie can make you scared to be in your own home, that's a good movie.
I remember like I loved Scream growing up. I loved Scream. I thought it was very funny. And my dad showed it to me before the first time I was ever gonna have a babysitter. And he was like, after the Drew Barrymore scene, he was like, so what did we learn? And I was like, well, why did you show me this? And he was like, you're not gonna answer the phone and you're not going to open any windows or doors. And I was like, this was a very extreme lesson, but it worked, it stuck. My little brother's a little kid from the city and so I like grew up on horror film sets. So my perspective is also very like, oh, it's this bitch, or like, oh, he did that movie. So like, but it was such an incredible experience growing up around these amazing practical effects that are so haunting, and just like eating lunch next to a demon. It was like the coolest thing as like a 12-year-old or whatever. Yes. It was the coolest fucking experience of my life, and I'm not even in the movie.
I was so obsessed with like monsters as a kid, and like Frankenstein, but also Bride of Frankenstein, and the way that like there's something about like these creatures that were so scary from afar, and then like these movies that would spend all this time with them, and you really kind of, I don't know, so you just love them.
The Dark Crystal.
Yes.
Dude, like that. Okay, yeah, because I feel like to me, even though that's not strictly a horror film, I remember being so scared of the Skeksis just because of their characteristics, the way they speak, the way they move. I mean, like the. It's just, ooh, it's so, but that,
that's like a movie that, growing up, I watched a billion times, and I think it definitely inspired me to like get into the craft.
Yeah.
But growing up, I didn't even consider it that way, because it was almost like, it wasn't like you were watching a movie, it was like you were stepping into this whole reality.
Yes.
And it's based on these incredible gothic horror aesthetics, but it is just this like fantasy folktale.
Spirited Away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, terrified me as a kid. Because I was a kid, like I was 2 years age ballpark when I watched it. And just like the whole montage where like her parents get turned into pigs and then all the spirits come out at night and she like can't leave. That movie scared me so much as a kid that I couldn't watch it for another 10 years. And then I watched it again like as an adult, and then it became my favorite movie.
You ever seen Dennis the Menace?
Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd plays the villain. Yeah, he plays the villain in that. And to me, like I genuinely had like nightmares for years. And if you look back even now being older, I'm like, no, he's really scary. So
he's scary too in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
He's the villain in that too.
Oh yeah, he's so great.
Did y'all like The Babadook? That was one that rocked my world.
I was too scared to see it.
Really?
I watched The Babadook like probably every year, and my feelings on it change and develop in new ways every year. And that's just a movie you can revisit like a billion times and experience new things.
Yeah.
Possession movies to me are always like super terrifying. Like all the Exorcist movies, like those, I think in my opinion are the scariest.
I love The Exorcist though. It's so scary. I love The Exorcist is so, I think so good in my opinion, but it's scary.
Yep.
The scariest movie ever is Nightcrawler. Oh yeah. Because it makes you scared of the people around you.
That's such a good one. I'm very scared.
Oh, I was very unsettled. I've only watched it once, and I don't know if I can again.
Night of the Living Dead was a huge movie for me. It was like that it was so simple and yet terrifying.
I think the scariest movie of all time for me is It, not because, like the first one was bad because I'm just afraid of clowns, and then the second one was bad because I'm a clowns, and the effects were just jacked all the way up, and it just was all worse in all the worst ways.
All the bad things got worse.
It was really bad.
You're like scratching. It was a good time.
Just because we're weird, smart, and different doesn't mean they can feed us through their meat grinder. Tonight, it stops with us.
You coming or what?